Hello and good evening. This is Amanda, your art teacher, and it's 6:43 on Thursday evening, and I'm here in my room, and there's Tuxie, and I'm going to be working on a painting, and so I have this painting that it was like a seascape, and there's a mountain, and there was like moons, two moons, and I didn't like it. Well, I liked it, but I painted over it. Hi, Val. And it was going to be a painting of some swans, but then I decided not to do that either. Hi. So I have this photo. I took this of the sunset off of my balcony here in Las Vegas. We get the most, well, not the most beautiful, but some pretty beautiful sunrises and sunsets. And I'm going to paint it because blue and orange is my favorite color combination, and I'm just seemingly in the mood to paint the sky and clouds. I guess that's just where I'm going with where I'm going. And I did one painting, and it's in my videos. I finished it, and I left off working on this part, and it was going to be brighter white right here, but then I realized that if I had done that, it would have messed up the flow and the proportion of blue to white. So I had to like readjust it, but this is the final result, and I'm very happy with it. And then I have that one, so I have two blue and white paintings in my bedroom, and I got a new plant right there. It's the coolest looking plant. Look at this thing. It's like an alien plant, and I love it. And then, so yeah, blue and white cloud painting was pretty easy. I got it done really fast. But this one, it has more colors to it, and it looks a bit more complicated. I've been staring at it in contemplation to see what I will do and how to do it. And excited. And I got new art supplies. So yeah, one of my friends got me a gift card, 2 gift cards for Christmas, and I finally used them because I didn't need anything, but and then I got some stuff on my own. But one of the things I got was this Gamblin brand. I use their some of their paints. They make pretty good paints. I mean, really good paints. And I don't know how this happens, where it gets always. Anyway, so this is a medium set. When you have things, an art supply that is used to alter the texture or the effects of your oil paint, it's called a medium. I think you can also call it media, but let's see. It came with a pamphlet that says mediums, so this is really cool. And it's a great time to be a painter because technology, they're coming out with so many cool supplies and upgrading all like the traditional things, so it's really great. And this is like a sampler, and I've never tried Gamblin mediums before. So it came with a refined linseed oil, and I paint with oil paint most of the time. So oil medium, it makes your paint thinner and smoother, and oil will make it glossy. So when I paint water with oil paint, I use, generally I'll use an oil to make it glossy. But this can also make if you use white, paint, this can also make your white paint yellow. So I think if you use poppy oil, see, it's like a lighter color. I think if you use poppy oil, it's not as yellowing. So I'm not going to be using this today, but it's good to have. And then it comes with Gamsol, which is, it's like a non-toxic paint thinner, which is very exciting because you can use this to thin your paint and for cleaning your brushes. And I like to use, sometimes I like to use really thin washes of oil paint to make a base layer on my canvas. And if you use paint thinner, it gets fumes. Even if it's odorless, it's still like not something you want to be breathing in. And I had bought a new thing of odorless paint thinner, but after reading about the Gamsol, I think I'm going to exchange this for some Gamsol. Yeah. So what you do is if you paint with oil paint, it's really helpful to get one of these jars. This is the silicoil jar, and it comes with like this coil, and you fill it with paint thinner, but I'm gonna fill it with Gamsol when I get it. And then you just like, you have a dirty brush, and then you just like go like that, and it'll get the excess paint off your brush, and then you can wash them with soap and water, or just some brushes you only clean with paint thinner, so you can do that. And I had another one of these jars, and you can make your own, and it had like a curved screen in it, so you could just like scrub your brush across the screen and it would loosen the paint the same, but I threw my old one away and I just wanted to get a new one. So I'm very excited about that. And okay, back to the mediums. This one is a solvent-free gel, and this one increases flow and transparency, has a moderately fast drying rate, and increases gloss. Use in moderation, no more than 25% by volume. So this is cool. I think this one says gives color, more flow and transparency, yet holds the shape of your brush mark. Some mediums flatten out to create a more enamel-like finish. And I think one of these does that. And this is great. Like it's a whole new world of stuff that they're inventing. Yeah, this would be if you want to keep your paint thicker but still smoother, I guess. I don't know. And then this is Gamblin Cold Wax. This is a mixture of white beeswax and Gamsol. So something I'm really fascinated with is how oils, like the science behind oils, waxes, solvents, it's really cool. I just love all that stuff. So this, it's another one that is good for creating your thicker brush marks. I don't know, this is great. And then this one's called Neo Meglip. I don't know who names these things or why, but, and this one, this is another one. It's a gel. See, look at the top. It's like a jello looking stuff. Maintains the body of oil colors, increases transparency and flow, and imparts a smooth, silky feel. This one dries at a moderate rate and remains workable for hours. Neo Meglip colors a satin gloss. So I guess it's kind of shiny, kind of satin. I'll probably use this today because I don't want gloss yet for this painting. I want it to remain matte. And this company, Gamblin, actually does make matte oil paints. That's so cool. And they also sent their color list. Yeah, fast matte alkyd oil colors. So that's cool. And then what's the last one? Galkyd Light. This one thins oil colors, increases transparency and gloss, and speeds drying. Thin layers will be touch dry in 24 to 30 hours. Will retain brush strokes. And do not use as a varnish. So this is cool. So many fun things to try. I'm going to be painting all summer. Yeah. And then I got this Williamsburg handmade oil color little set. And I don't really buy paint sets because I don't feel they generally have the colors I'm looking for in them. They can be good if you're just starting out. But I specifically needed like 5 colors, and I was shopping for them individually, and then I came across this set and I was like, oh my gosh, they have everything I needed. So I'm really excited about this. And I have other paints here that I might use for this painting, but I want to just use all new paints for it. I want to meditate on creating a fresh start in my life and new things for myself and the world. And yeah, so we'll see. I think I can make all the colors in here from this. Yeah. And it came with an alizarin crimson, which I haven't had in a while. A lot of paint sets give you a Prussian blue. I don't like Prussian blue. It came with ultramarine and cerulean blue. And at the art store, this Williamsburg brand is pretty expensive. So I'm glad I got this little set. And I think it was on sale too. So everything was just working out for me. And I have my paintbrushes that I selected for this project. And this is the one I used for my first cloud painting. And I might use this one again, or I might go with the spirit of, no, I think I've used all of these anyway, so. Well, most of these are brand new, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do right now is just create a base layer. And I'm going to paint over this whole thing, and it's going to be this darker blue at the top. Checking out how it reads on the camera. This looks a little darker. This blue looks a little darker than this on the camera. And then it fades to a lighter blue down at the bottom. And then down here, there's like some light yellow. So I'll do all that, and then I'll let it dry. And then I'll go over it with the smokier gray, blue, pink, whatever that is, and then the white, and then I'll probably let that dry. And then the next layer I could see that I've thought out is these dark colors here. And then I'll go over it with the orange, and then there's some pink that flows there and there and there. And then at the end will be the yellow, because I do the base layers first, macro to micro, the biggest to the smallest. So covering the whole canvas will be the biggest, and then working to the final details. And that is a system that seems to work for me. So I will begin. Painting. And then I started another big blue and white cloud painting, and that's in my living room. So I'll see where I'm at after this, if I feel like doing a layer on that. It's already been, it has a layer of blue acrylic base, and then it will need a blue oil layer. New paints. I love them. They're so fresh. I don't know how my paints end up looking like this at the cap. I try to put the caps on the right way every time. I don't know what happens when I'm not looking. All right, Neo Meglip. I have to use some scissors on this or something. Ooh. Start with that and see where we're at. And I want it to be thin, but not too thin, because I still have to cover up the stuff from the previous 2 layers. All right, talk to you later, Val. Be safe. So we'll see. And then it's pretty bright compared to the blue, but I just need to start somewhere. That was probably too much medium for the amount of paint. How do I get it that smoky color? What would I use? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna talk to myself. Why wouldn't I talk to myself? I'm awesome. I hope everyone is doing well in your lives. Last night I made some cookies I made brown butter chocolate chip cookies, and some had pecans, and some are just chocolate chip. And they were great. And I made too many, and now I have too many that I'm going to eat all of. So maybe some of this brown. Ooh, these are good paints. Yes. I put out some crimson and some raw sienna. And every maker of paint will produce a different variation of the color. So if you're looking for the same color, it's probably a good idea to buy the same brand. But I wanted to try, oh, that's too much brown. Oops. No, it's pretty good. Crimson is a very strong pigment. Closer to me. I shouldn't be so sloppy. I should try to meditate more on my idea. And I like this pink. I don't want to cover it up completely, but I'm probably going to. Just start over completely. To mix up more paint. I need to mix up a lot more paint. Don't want to use use the whole tube of my new blue stuff, but I did just buy another brand new cobalt blue, so I can use that. And then I got a tube of titanium buff and a new tube of cobalt. I think these are close enough. Maybe. No. I'll just use this. That's what it's for. It's here to be used. And I'll use some of the Gamsol medium. Yay, I'm so excited. And a bigger brush, I think. I don't have any towels nearby. Don't use your mouth to hold brushes. You don't want to crack your teeth. I do it all the time. Nope. So much. And this is one of those really annoying canvases, and I almost threw this canvas away because it has a support beam right in the middle, and I don't like that because it messes up my painting, so I have to like work around it. But that's okay. I have ideas. Ideas are coming in. Nope, nope. I'm hyper because I had coffee, and then I'm having more coffee right now, iced coffee. Sorry for slurping. I know I have no manners. Oh, and you know what else I made? I'm trying to eat healthy, and if I'm gonna eat salad, I need like a delicious salad dressing on it. But ranch dressing, it has stuff in it. It's not the healthiest. So I made my own ranch, but then I used mayo, sour cream, and yogurt. And those are pretty fattening ingredients, so it was delicious. Um, there's a hair on my face. So then I made it again with non-fat yogurt, low-fat sour cream, and low-fat mayo, and it was really good. And I'll make it in a video so I can show the world how to make it. And I put like finely diced serrano peppers in there, and some dill, and it's really good, really, really good. So yeah, I've been eating that and trying to stay healthy, but then I made cookies. And school is almost over. I have my teacher's letting me make up a quiz that I missed. She's a pretty generous grader like that. And so I'm very grateful for that. And I'll show you one of my accomplishments. I wrote a paper in Mandarin. It's, how many pages did this turn out to be? Four full pages. And this is on Shanghai, how it developed and the architecture of it. And my teacher gave me a good grade on it. I got a 93 on the rough draft. And then she gave me some edits to make, so maybe I'll get a really, really good grade on the final thing. And I have my summer classes picked. They start in a few weeks. So that's exciting. It's too thin. No. And I've just been hanging out at home with Tuxie. It's way too thin. Look at that. It's like water. Just keep working with it. It's not workable though. Talking to myself on the internet. Way too light. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Focus, Amanda. Focus on what you're doing. Yeah, it's a shame I have to cover this up. It's sort of the exact color I need, but oh yeah, and then I posted my one of my oral presentations for my Chinese class is on my YouTube if you want to see me being very silly. We had a chapter on email and internet, and so I did a video of that, and I had to take like many takes of it because I just kept cracking up in my living room all by myself, recording myself doing this video. It was great. You got to be able to make yourself laugh sometimes. All the time. And at the store the other day, I got these lemons. They're the biggest lemons I've ever seen, and I'll show you. I'll go in my kitchen in a bit. And they're just like these ridiculous lemons. And I eat a lot of lemons. I'm like, how much money a year am I spending on lemons? So I'm gonna try to plant the seeds of these giant lemons and grow some lemon trees. I know they take a few years to produce fruit, but I want to grow stuff. I had a garden in Virginia, and I'm not in Virginia. I'm here, so I'm gonna do up here. And then the store also had these cool peppers I'll show you too. They're like red and orange striped peppers. So I'm gonna try to grow those too. I'm gonna try to grow garlic and green onion because I eat a lot of those things. Oh yeah, and I dyed my hair a little bit darker. I added highlights a month or two ago, and when my hair is light, it washes my face out, so just went back to a more natural color. I'm happy with it. I originally wanted to go to school for beauty. I wanted to go to cosmetology school, but my parents they were not about that. So I had to go to college. I wanted to do hair color. I wanted to like fix people's bad hair color mistakes. But I guess that wasn't the path for me. I mean, I've done like, some of my girlfriends have messed up their hair and then they're like, Minda, can you fix it? And I'll fix their hair for them, but I don't have a license to do that. I just like art and beauty and all that. Yeah, in addition to this painting having more colors than the other cloud painting, it's also larger. So that's another challenge. It's gonna be a bit of work But as you can see, I have it set up in my bedroom. So I'm just going to wake up and work on it and then do as much as I can. And I love it. This white stuff here. And there's a glare from my light. Oh no, that might be too much. How do I put it back in the tube? Can I like squeeze it, suck it back in there? I sure did. Nice. Maybe if I use this neomegalith, it won't be so runny. And I have one more art supply coming. It's a similar texture to this stuff, and it's called Liquin, and it's used to make your stuff glossy, but it also makes your paint dry really fast. But I found a Liquin that is matte, so it's not shiny, but it still thins out your paint. And that, I think it was back ordered until like the 16th. So I wanted to use that for this, but I can't wait any longer to work on this painting. No, too much, too much. What else have I been doing? I think I rambled everything. My whole stories and all that. Oh, I found this guy on YouTube, Joseph Rodriguez. He brilliantly reads and then summarizes some of the world's greatest, like, self-help, self-improvement, personal growth books that are out there. And I've been binging them. I've been listening to like 5 a day maybe, and just getting insights. And you know, I love personal growth and all that. And anything that I can do to improve the way I think and operate is great. So I know a couple of my friends are like, I've been watching everything on Netflix and Hulu and everything's boring. And I'm like, yo, go to YouTube, learn stuff. And it's been great. I sort of have a routine, but I'm happy with it. Actually, I kind of liked it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can on the camera. The pink is sort of showing through. And I didn't think that I would like that, but now I'm kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool looking. What will it look like? No, no, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. love this brown color. It's really pretty. It's more of an ochre than a sienna, but hey, it's great. The glare is a challenge. See what happens on this bar here? Stupid, stupid bar. Right in the middle of my painting. Do more of that later. in my mouth. Oh, too much, too much. Hmm. Hello, my one viewer. I appreciate you, and I hope you're doing well. Oh, I don't like this brush at all for this. No. in. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's your life? I know, it's my first time painting since before I got slammed with the end of school work stuff, so I had to put everything away. Oh, good job. Good job. I'm glad you are getting past your writing block. Find little hidden pink pockets on the palette. What's going on? Don't know what's going on. This is from a reference photo. It's of the sunset. I don't know, like I took this photo 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years maybe. It's one of my Facebook cover photos. And I was like, I want to paint it. So I'm painting it. Oh yeah. I wondered why this was leaving the brush strokes because the medium that I'm nope, nope, dang it. The medium that I'm using retains brush strokes, and it sure does. Pretty great. I like how it looks now, but when I look at it in the daylight tomorrow when I wake up, it's probably gonna look crazy. I'm gonna have to fix it. But it's a challenge because there's two layers of paint underneath it, so it's grabbing not only the brush strokes that I'm putting down now, but those are going on top of brush strokes that are done in different directions. So it's like textured, different lighting, sunlight. It looks completely different in daylight. I don't know. There's something about daylight. It makes the little electrons or paint molecules like bounce around something. Yeah, it's not bad. I just need to be a. Maybe this will make me become a morning person. Not a morning person, but maybe not a 1:40 in the afternoon PM person. I slept in today. It was great. Hello, Brian Rorabaugh, buff person of the internet. How's your day? What are you eating for dinner? Is it Rorabaugh or Roraboff? Cool. Sounds like a good day. Bah. Okay. Cool. Oh, I got a good mental image of your snake adventure. Were you like flailing around in a canoe and stuff? 'Cause that's pretty funny. If you were. No? I would be, I'd probably fall in the water and stuff. Oh. He was probably more scared of you than you were of it. Oh, that's cool you're in Kansas. I've been to Kansas. My grandparents lived in St. Louis, Missouri. So we drove around there when I was younger. Oh, poor snake. What happens when you snap a line? Do you like restring it? Or is that the end of your fishing day? Oh, that's cool. I've fished a few times. Why would it most likely be dead? Well, I'm glad that didn't happen. Oh, my battery's low. I'm going to take a break for now so I can eat some dinner, and then I'll be back after that to paint more and do stuff. Spiders are cool. I think it's only one of them, and it's in my room, and it's really fast, and it's super small, and it like crawls all over everything really, really fast. It's super cute. I held a tarantula once in elementary school. Thank you, Edwin. I will have a great dinner. And Brian Rorabaugh, feel free to subscribe to my channel so you know when I'm back live and you can come back and tell me more stories. All right, thank you for watching, and stay safe and have a good evening. Oh, cool. Well, it's been nice having you, interacting on the internet.